Morning, guys, and welcome to the show. How's everybody doing this morning? I hope everyone is having a fabulous day. Are you ready for it, Fernando?
Yes, sir.
You ready for it? All right, let's go to... Man, I forgot to take off my watch. I don't even know what the weather is. Ooh, wow. What do you got for weather today?
55, man. Today is a 55. The high is going to be 72. I don't feel like 55. It doesn't feel like 55.
I drove with the top down. This is the first time I've had the top down in a while because it's just not been it's not been good.
No, it's not. It's been really cold.
So I need a haircut. So I have my kicker beanie that I wear in the morning on my way in because it's so warm. Oh my God. The kicker beanie, no kidding. Best money spent. They did not give it to me. I had to buy the damn thing. Morning, guys. 37 in North Carolina, getting up to 65 today with the possibility of snow for the win.
Sorry.
I don't know if 65 and snowy is such a good idea. Let's do this. Let's do it better.
Yeah.
Well, wherever. Oh, there it is. Alabama, 37 and sunny. All around the world and crappy weather. 47 in Fort Worth,
Texas.
Hey.
What's up?
Good morning, guys. What's going on?
What's up, Gio?
All right, here we go. 25. What's up? What's up? I always like it with the top down. I know, that's why I bought it. It's not just a midlife crisis. It's a lifestyle. Maryland is 45. It seems like it is warming up just a tad, though, you know? Yeah. Because there's no teens. 65 or 35 to 65, high, mostly sunny in Maryland.
There you go.
See, I feel like it's rounding. You know, we're not getting that 10, 12.
Not
9,
for David.
Negative. Massachusetts currently 26. That's still better. I mean, it's not 13. All right. So that's pretty good. I mean, it's nice. Chime in. Let us know what's your how you doing, Fernando?
Oh, good, man.
Yeah. How was your week?
Excited.
How was your week?
It hasn't ended yet, but it's exciting.
No, it hasn't ended yet.
No.
Well, we got the news for you today, guys. We have a jam-packed, I'm joking, jam-packed section of news.
It's funny because for a little bit, we thought that it was not going to be.
Wyoming's 27.
Yeah.
There you go.
That was not going to be.
No, it was not looking.
No. 67. There you go. So here in Clearwater.
More warmer where he's at.
Yeah,
we didn't think there was going to be much news today, but thankfully we scoured the internet and we came up with some. So let's jump right into it. This one is coming to us from Facebook. I know what you're saying. Yeah. Wow, that's a blurry picture. But if you notice, right over here, right over on the right side of your screen, far away from everybody, that is a diamond box. For those of you guys unfamiliar with Diamond Box, that is the product, the Bluetooth speaker product that Tony D, that's Tony D'Amore for those that don't know. This is in the new J-Lo movie coming out. So this is a dance scene apparently. So
surprising.
Yeah, I know, right?
A
J-Lo movie
really?
where she does dancing. I mean, she's got to be careful. She's getting old, man.
Oh, no, she doesn't look old.
Yeah, but she's getting. You can look as young as you want, but old is old, man. You can't get around that. But this apparently is the second movie. The Diamond Box has been, in the background on. So congratulations to Tony. He's making some real progress with that. He also has a sale going on right now. So for those of you that are interested in picking one up or checking them out, I'm going to tell you right now, there's some of the baddest bitches on the block. But you expect nothing less coming from Tony. There again, for those of you who don't know who Tony is, maybe you've heard of the little product he co-helped build, DD1 possibly. Little. Anyways, moving on with the news. And Facebook also, since we're there, let's just go into it. A good friend of ours, I'm known forever. Actually, I met him in California, even though he was from Ohio, and I met him because he used to be friends with, well, he's still friends with Paul, but they all lived in the same little circle. Okay. And I ended up, it's a small world, guys. It is a small world. But a good friend of ours who now is employed by a place called Titan in Tennessee. There again, where another one of my friends worked that I've known for years, a guy named Donnie. Small freaking world. Anyways, he got the pleasure of doing some exploratory surgery on the new Grand Wagoneer. That's right, that Macintosh system that everyone is so choked up about. Apparently, they're choked up because they're wailing to puke it out.
Well, but they say it's not a Macintosh system.
No, it's definitely not a Macintosh system in the sense that Alpine helped them design it. But either way, we have to remember that anytime you look at a system like this, there's a budget. There's a budget. There's constraints. There's things that are important. There's things that are not important. Either way, they're getting ready to do a system in the Grand Wagoneer, and they needed to dive into it to make sure what's going to work. And according to Ray West and Jeff Smith, who also were involved in the process, Jeff, because of PAC, they were making sure that the Amp Pro will work. And of course, the Amp Pro will work. Yeah. So if you're picking up a Grand Wagoneer, getting and go, man, this sounds like crap. I really wish I had some real audio. They're going to be putting some Helix in it. Amp Pro, 2 thumbs up. You can still use it in the Grand Wagoneer. So awesome there. But now on to a sad story.
Oh, what happened?
It's sad. This is sad. So how many people are Mazda fans out there? I'm raising my hand just to be you. I'm not a Mazda fan, but are you a Mazda fan?
No, I know.
Are you an NPR radio fan? Did you ever, other than the Tiny Desk NPR videos on YouTube, have you ever listened to NPR?
No.
I like listening to NPR because apparently I'm old, but I like listening to the BBC on NPR, Market Watch. Terry Gross does this awesome show on there too that I enjoy. Mainly because I've already listened to enough music, so I'm old, so I just want people to talk to me.
I understand. Okay, so, RX-7, totally. Yes, RX-7.
Is it a Mazda though?
It is a Mazda.
It's
RX-7,
a cool Mazda.
totally.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. I agree with you on that one. This story is sad. All right, hold on. Let me get to the actual pictures here. There we go. Boom. Mazda infotainment system gets bricked in Seattle. Now I know what you're thinking. How is that even? What do you mean bricked? What is this? A Windows laptop? But
technically,
in an unrelated story, my Windows laptop decided to die on me this week, which is really kind of upsetting. Seeing how we had a big DSP job we were doing, and it died that day. So we should plug it in and see if maybe it works today.
You didn't drop it off, huh? Wow.
No, I didn't drop it off. Anyways, the infotainment system in over 100 cars in the area failed since January. The nuts and bolts of the story is quite simple. The local NPR station in the area was broadcasting some RDS information. However, they were broadcasting the wrong file format. Okay. The infotainment system that Mazda designed back between 2014 to 2017 apparently had a corruption in it that they never bothered to go back and fix. And when the image style gets broadcast into the unit, it basically creates a loop of the system trying to do something that it can't. It sticks on that radio station. It constantly tries to reboot to fix itself, and also Bluetooth. Everything that's attached to it no longer functions and basically bricks the unit. Taking it back to the dealer, of course, no one knew what the hell was going on. Eventually they figured out there's a problem is this is a $1,500 part, and guess what it's made out of?
You talk about Windows. No?
Yeah.
Yeah? It's made out of Windows?
No. It's made out of chips.
Okay.
And not Pringles.
Oh.
Or Lay's or Ruffles.
Okay.
It's made out of chips. Which means they can't get them. They can't get the brains to make these things work again. So because they listen to NPR and they have a crappy radio from Mazda, they got no radios right now. Mazda is going to replace the radios. However, as we know with most things in life, getting a product, they're out of, they can't.
I feel that was a car stereo that they did that. So they can go and buy more stereos, aftermarket stereos.
I mean, yeah, more than likely, it's one of those Mazdas you can't replace the radio on. I don't know,
Probably.
but I mean, 2012, 14,
no, it's
17.
2012 to 2017.
Dude, think how sucky that is. You have no stereo for the foreseeable future because you just can't get parts.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Hey.
I mean, I'll dig this. Free aftermarket replacements paid for by Mazda. I mean, really, if you think about it, it would probably be cheaper.
I mean, it's $1,500.
$1,500.
You go to
that's just the bring
car stereo and everything.
You're probably looking at $2,000.
Well, you pay deductible $500.
No. What I'm saying is, by the time they install, I don't know if $1,500 is the part. We might be looking at
$2,000.
$2,000 total with labor, tax, everything gets billed to Mazda. For $1,000, Mazda could easily just grab like an ILX W650, dash kit, wiring harness, everything, go to town, be done with it, and just replace the whole radio. I know that's not a solution for everybody.
I mean, if I was in Seattle, I would go to the dealers and it's like, hey, listen, man, we can make a deal. I supply radio harness, dash kit installations, $2,000.
Yeah, I mean,
dude,
why not? It's not like that was my thought. I agree. My thought was just put a radio in the car. I mean, the year of the car, it's a 14 to 17.
Yeah.
I mean, if I got a 2000, that means you have no CarPlay. You have a very basic radio. I think they're looking at this the wrong way.
Totally.
I would just be like, listen, guys, it's going to be 6 months before we get this fixed.
Do we know anybody in Seattle?
Washington?
Stereo?
Washington? Yeah. Chris lives in Seattle, Washington.
No. I'm saying a car stereo.
I think up there it's all what is that chain store? Cartoons or car
toys?
Car toys. Yeah, it's all car toys.
Okay.
I'm surprised they haven't jumped in on
That's what I'm saying.
Those guys are on top of everything. Now, this is a cool product that we got a chance to kind of take a look at SEMA, and that means that Fernando got a chance to take a look at that during SEMA. They were in the booth right next to ours when we were there with audio control. Good friend of ours, Dennis Hopper, which you guys will get a chance to meet here shortly, because when we go to next week, when we're in Vegas at Knowledge Fest, we're going to hang out with him and do a couple videos on some of the other products that make this really awesome RGB lighting. And I know how you guys are all cheesed up about RGB lighting and stuff like that. Well, they make a really awesome kit that is plug and play for certain Toyotas. However, they also have a universal kit that's really nice. But they're into technology, and they just make oddball stuff that is like, they have interfaces that allow you to add Sirius XM to a lot of different vehicles. It's kind of where they got their start. They've expanded out from there because apparently they have engineers that are pretty intelligent. Push to start with smart access for classics. This is what they were featuring while we were out at SEMA, obviously, because SEMA is about cars and there's a ton of classic cars there. This allows you, if you're one of those guys that wants that 1967 whatever cool car, but you don't want to put a key in the ignition because, let's be honest, it just sucks. You wish you had a cool push to start. That's what this is. This is designed to take classic cars and make them push to start, along with a bunch of other things. They have some really kick-ass radar technology, like hardcore radar technology that they were explaining to us. Unlike a typical Doppler radar sensor, they have this shit down on lock. So much so that if you have the key fob in your pocket as you're walking up to the back of the car, if you're 2 feet away, it'll automatically pop the trunk for you. Foot away from the door, it'll automatically pop the door. You can set up the range. There's a ton of stuff you can do. They make all their own parts. One of the things they were talking about when we were there is they were trying to sell Fernando a 3D printer, which means they were trying to sell me a 3D printer because that's what they use. They do all their own design work, and the relay box that this comes with is something they were just developing, and they had a bunch of prototypes there that they were showing us, which was really neat. But if you're into classic cars and you want to update it, the actual entry, exit, whole walk around system, like, it's really cool to update the dash and the stereo and stuff like that, but when you still have to put a key in the ignition, kind of sucks. Why not go for the full restore? But check out Vassi. And as always, links in the show notes. That's right. At this moment, I'd like to take time to thank CE Outlook. If it wasn't for CE Outlook, we wouldn't be doing this show. She does a great job at digging through the minutia and finding news. And Thursday, apparently, she was on point, realizing that we have to do a show, and she needed to get some goddamn news up because we didn't have any. It was looking bad. It was looking real bad. But she came through for us in the end. If you'd like to know more or get in depth with these stories or find out where these stories came from, you can head over to CE Outlook. Links are in the description, and you can, dig in and form your own opinions, and don't just rely on the opinions of 2 installers in Clearwater, Florida. But digging back into it, let's turn that off. Ooh. Do you know this guy?
Yeah.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. Oh. I feel so bad. Not really. This is Mr. Bill Jackson, President and CEO of Rockford Fosgate, if the shirt doesn't tell you. Looks really good in this picture, by the way. I mean, they did a really nice job. He is going to be giving the State of the Industry address at Master Tech Expo. That is the Mobile Solutions Master Tech Expo that is happening here very shortly, March 6th, 7th, 8th. Yeah. There are still a few seats available if you're interested in going. It is a pay-to-play event. It promises to be, like, it's going to be insane. Like, it's talking with Brian every week now. It seems like it's going to be insane. The amount of money and resources put into this is just ridiculous. So definitely, I can't wait to get there, and I can't wait to share the experience with you guys as much as we can, just so that you get taken along. However, Bill Jackson, President and CEO of Rockford Fosgate, is going to be giving his thoughts at the seminar. This is something that, you know, they do at CES and they do at SEMA. They have someone come out that's of importance and kind of give the overview of the industry, how they see it, and talk. And he definitely has a unique perspective on the industry for sure. If you'd like to know more about him, of course, we had the opportunity last year to sit down with him and do a wonderful interview where he kind of explained Rockford and the direction Rockford is going in, and himself personally. We kind of got a chance to introduce him to you guys so that you kind of could put a name, a face with the company, and, you know, all that fun stuff. So, yeah. Let's see. The state of the industry is as busy and lucrative as the 90s is my guess. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely feels that way. Actually, I think we're busier now than I was in the 90s. Because I remember having, like, breaks and stuff, and, like, being able to, like, do stuff and, like, blow up pop bottles, and, like, I don't have that kind of time. I don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
Bill Jackson is $20. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Okay, moving on, as it were. There we go. All right, let's move that down. Oh, wrong one. Although it's not that bad. I like that one. Harman's latest premium audio OEM upgrade. For those of you that don't know, Harman International is the parent company for JBL, Mark Levinson, Infinity, and 10 other brands that are basically all inside of cars. They make, there's a new one that they made, the headphone company, that's actually just starting to come in cars now too. They're really whoring out the brand for sure. They also are big into not just infotainment systems, but full body control modules and full control systems for the vehicles. They're really deep into this. They are the largest of the large. When it comes to who's the biggest dude on the block, it's Harman. A couple of years ago, Harman was bought by Samsung because Samsung wanted to get into the automotive business. And you naturally just, if you have all the money in the world like Samsung does, you just buy the biggest person there is, and that would be Harman. They basically own the industry. However, it's all OEM stuff. That's why they make so much. Crown amplifiers as well. Yes, thank you. I'm waiting for a Crown system to be put in a car, to be honest with you. I feel like that's the only brand they haven't tapped to go into a factory vehicle is like Crown. You know, I think if there was a Crown Vic still, there might be. I don't know. But Crown Vic has a Crown stereo. Imagine how many old guys that would confuse. My Crown Vic has the Crown stereo, and I'm royalty. That was so dad joke. Anyways.
And the speakers are royalty?
Yeah, so. Royal pain in the butt. Anyways, Harman has come out with a new plan to, make more money. At the end of the day, this is called Make More Money. Cars that come with a non-premium audio system, they are developing software to sell to auto manufacturers. The ability for them to create an app on the phone. So you go to the App Store, download an app. When you plug your phone in, it allows you to retune the stereo and make it sound more like a premium audio system, adding increased bass, better imaging. And I'm like, okay, so basically just sounds like what Pioneer and Kenwood and everyone else has been doing for years, to where they're going to patent it for some reason. It'll be special. But with all the, because like, 5 years ago when we started doing this, you could plug your phone in or Bluetooth it in and control your EQ settings from your phone. This to me sounds like they're just doing the same thing. but they're like, so all the control has to be there in the radio.
Yeah.
Like it's not like it's not there.
No.
So all they're doing is creating it. To me, again, I'm not the developer, but it seems like to me all they're doing is allowing an app to have access to whatever chip they've put inside of it, and then do that. So it's a cash grab.
Yeah.
It's a cash grab.
But the thing is, you have to go to the dealer and pay the dealer an extra fee. How much? We don't know. They don't decide yet.
Well, that's up to the deal. That's up to the car manufacturer.
Correct. Whoever is going to get this.
The app, there's the app option, which is you just go to Ford.
Yeah.
You know, Ford has an app online. There are some prerequisites for this to work. It has to be an Android-based radio, which is not to be confused with a radio that has Android Auto. Android is just the operating system that a lot of radio manufacturers have switched to. Even in aftermarket, it's the same way.
Yeah.
You need an operating system hidden behind all the layers of whatever.
For me, it sounds more like what BMW is doing.
Trying to nickel and dime the customer after the fact.
Yeah, like you put the premium sound system in the car.
Then you turn it off.
And then you turn it off. And if you want it, you have to go back to the dealer so they can do the software update, or they can actually just put the computer, have the switch, and turn it on. And then you have the ability to, they give you more time alignment, more 2C tune, or like different tune for every passenger.
The chip has it. It's just a matter of
But that's
now
what I'm
they're giving you a gateway into the chip.
That's what I'm saying. I feel that they put the system, and then just tell you to come back.
Yeah, but if we follow this horse carriage all the way back, yes, this is true. BMW wanted you to subscribe to Apple CarPlay. No thanks. Yeah, that was dumb. But if we follow this all the way back, did this start with BMW or did it start with Tesla? Because if you think about it, like Tesla has, when Erica was here, she paid the extra $2,500 to have the premium speed package downloaded to her car. The car could always do it. It's just they wanted an extra $2,500 to make your car go faster.
Yeah.
I don't. If they want an extra $500 to make the system in your car sound better, do you pay it? I mean, at the end of the day, if it's a brand new car, you probably pay it.
Yeah.
Because for $500, and if it substantially sounds, especially if they can A/B it, so like if they have the master phone there and they can go, all right, well, here's what it sounds like now, pair their phone to it and go click and go, what do you think? Would you like would you like to upgrade to this sound system for an extra $300?
I think definitely it's going to be noticeable.
Well, listen, if you go into any radio and you boost the treble and you boost the bass, it's noticeable. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it sounds so much better. I don't know. I think it's kind of a dick move, to be honest with you. I mean,
But that's not what they do.
Oh no! Well, I mean, it's like, I'd feel cheated, right?
Yeah.
I think they're all here to screw you. I mean, it's just like, listen. Years ago when I worked at AVE, one of my boss's friends' job, he worked for the phone company.
Yeah.
Right. He wasn't a tech. He literally sat in an office, and his job was to think of new ways to charge consumers money for services that should basically be free.
Yeah.
So like texting, we pay for texting. Why? Because we can, and they can make us do it. Yeah. It's way cheaper to send a text than a phone call in the grand scheme of things. But yet we still pay an absorbent amount of money to do texting on our phone. Protection plans and all this other nonsense. Apple creating the App Store for people to develop apps on, like there's always been apps on phones.
Yeah.
And it was great because in the previous, you'd spend like $1, buy an app, you get a new phone, you have to buy the app again.
Yeah. So
whereas now it's like you have this app until you no longer feel like.
I think it's just going to be, every manufacturer, I think they're going to do that.
For the price, it should give you all that is offered in the first place. And that's my point. I agree. If I'm paying for premium audio, turn the damn thing on. Turn the damn thing on. What do you got there?
No. I mean, most people they heard about Kia and Hyundai actually doing a recall.
No, I haven't heard
really.
This. Yeah, I don't.
And vehicles, they caught on fire. 2016 and up, I think.
Yeah, it says 2014 to 16
There you go.
Sportage, 16 to 18 K9000s, 16 to 18 Santa Fe's. Vehicles park their vehicle outdoor and away from other vehicles or structures due to the risk of fire, even if the vehicle is turned off. Ooh, I remember when this happened at Ford. The cruise control module was attached to the back side of the master cylinder. And for those of you guys who don't know, brake fluid is highly flammable. And so what would happen is it was just a plastic clip holding a pin switch, and that was the on-off switch, because instead of building something into the body control module, because it's an analog switch, they put a pin switch, a pressure sensor on the back of that. So to turn off the cruise control, when the pressure was applied, it would squeeze the switch and disengage the cruise. Okay. God forbid you just hook it up to the brake lights or something like that. Way simple. And it was held on with a plastic clip. Well, the plastic clip would erode, the switch would shoot out, and then the hot brake fluid would spray onto the motor, catch on fire, and burn the car down. And I only know so much about this because, hey, guess what? We had a customer that happened on, and they tried to blame us. And I was like, it sprayed hot brake fluid all over our fuse right there. So, no.
So, anyways, if you have a Kia, if you have a Hyundai with these models this year, just park it outside, Don't take the risk.
Yeah. No kidding, right? It's like 70 grand.
That's like, that's a premium one.
Yeah, but still.
Remember we put 212s in that?
Yeah, and you blew them the next day?
Yeah.
I know. Like, how would I forget? You blew them the next day.
Yeah.
Spontaneous combustion. Yeah, I know, right?
But there you go. So
immaculate conception. Just poof.
Sorry, I couldn't hear what you said.
Okay. I made the mistake of still wearing my watch. So Siri just she wants to be part of the conversation. It's so sad. Oh, so sad. She just feels left out. Well, there you go, guys. Unbelievable, right?
Yeah.
The world is a funny place. Hey, you know what we didn't talk about is product shortages. However, last night I did get stuck in a rat hole of people complaining about shipping costs. Oh yeah, that's not that big of a deal. Deal. I know. Anyways, inside joke. No. So for those of you that are interested in buying products, one of the things that has happened, like radios and stuff like that, one of the things that these radio manufacturers are doing is they're shipping them over on air freight. Air freight costs a lot more, obviously, than boat, but air freight happens a lot quicker. You can get something in a week or two as opposed to a year or two, it seems like now. And one of the things that the manufacturer is doing is passing the cost. Like if you want this radio, you have to pay the air freight charge in order to get it. So they're adding anywhere between $15 to $35 a radio, sometimes as much as $70 onto the price of the radio to have that radio air freighted in so that then it can be trucked to your store. So some of the radios are becoming available, but if you're seeing that some of these radios cost more than MSRP and you're like, why? That'll be the reason, is that the air freight charges are being tacked on top of it. Obviously, because I don't want to pay it as a retailer. If you want the product, we have it, but you're going to have to pay a premium for it. So
and don't think it's going to go down. Like, I just wait next week. Probably going to go down.
2024.
Exactly.
Really, they're looking about 2024.
Oh, yeah.
Crutchfield has some 10-inch decks in stock, finally. And you're going to pay full boat for them.
So I have to increase my prices.
And that's how Crutchfield is getting them, is that they are paying the extra money to have them air freighted in. So MSRP is 100% on that. So whatever that is, you're going to pay it, if not more. But yeah, everyone's finally getting it. So yeah, good times there, guys.
Yeah.
And like David Monroe says, hey, see you on Instagram. Definitely make sure to check us out over on our Instagram page where we do daily content most of the time. Just depends what's happening.
That's it.
And then, of course, tomorrow is Saturday, which means you can find us over on the regular 5-Star Network where we'll be doing grab the shirt. We'll be doing our show. That's the Saturday show. And then we just got these in. We had these made for Knowledge Fest. This is the new there you go. This is the new IRTA tool shirt. So tools for installers by installers. And then on the back, you got the cool 5-Star /MassForce logo. You can pick those up at dnfswag.com. If you're interested in getting yourself one, or if you just want a cool 5-Star shirt, that's dnfswag.com is a place to go to pick up your cool stuff.
Let me check my 2 channels.
Okay, I didn't even think of that. We're guys, though. I mean, if you got a girl, are you a right or left channel? How gay. Okay, guys, listen. You have a great rest of your day, and by that I meant happy. But happy.
Be happy, guys.
Be happy. Be fun.
Don't worry.
We'll see you guys tomorrow or later today,
guys.
possibly. Bye.